Well, ladies and gentlemen, family, siblings, pets, thank you so much for your support. I do want to say this all season, amidst the challenges and difficulties of being on the hill or driving to away games, and you know we are just so grateful every game to play another game because you know the season was in doubt. So here we are at senior night. It's a tradition in our athletic program to honor the seniors, and rightfully so, and their parents, and rightfully so. And in a sense, I just want to honor the whole team. These young men are just outstanding. The work ethic, the friendship, the honor to the coaches, and really there's a mental toughness they put on display. We've been down twice in the same game, and these boys did not come back and or give up. They came back and won. And there's a grit, and there's a persistence and a resilience that really just characterizes them. That in a sense you don't teach. It's there. It's the fire within, and it's contagious. So just for the whole team. Now I want to honor. We have 6 seniors, and I've never really seen this before, but to a man, the overriding theme with all of these seniors is significant personal growth and development. To see how far they've come from their freshman year to now is really, really remarkable. Each one over the last 3 and 4 years has embraced hard work and pushed themselves to clear and noticeable growth and development in their own personal game, which has affected the entire team. So, let's get on with the names. Jonathan De Diego, come on. And the parents can come on down as well. Yep, there we go. Well, I just want to start by saying no one has more of a love of the game than Jonathan. He is just passionate for what we do. One small example is he is the reason why we played 2 indoor seasons before the pandemic, this last November through March. He was just persistent, and he was just bugging me for it. And we lost like 80% of our games, but we're a better team because of it, because of that time. And I want to thank Jonathan. For his first 2 years on varsity, he was a forward. And it was one of those coaching decisions and discussions that they're just not real pleasant to have. And I just had to sit down and say, Jonathan, I think we want you on the back line. We're looking good up top, and I think your skills, I think you could serve the team on the back line. And he was noticeably sad about it. He even came to me at another time and he said, Coach, I can score goals for you. And it just makes the job harder for any of you guys that are coaches. But you know what? What he did is he embraced the position, he worked at the position, he developed the position to a point now, as you see, he's just mastered it. He's the complete player on the back line. Defensively, his passing, and is strong and consistent. He shuts down the opponents, whether a strong opponent, a fast opponent, or a skilled opponent. He shuts them down. And what's a delight to us all is his offensive punch that he brings in as well. Scored the go-ahead goal against Maca in our first game, and we really needed that. And again, we're talking a lot this season about the psychological edge, and that go-ahead goal was certainly it on our season opener. Personally, Jono, as really you all are, you're just a wonderful blessing to me, and I mean that, and I need to say that, with your sense of humor. And I've never coached a player that annoys me so much, and I love him so much. I'm going to ask God about this when we get upstairs, but it really has been a joy coaching you these last 4 years. So let's have a big round of applause for Jonathan De Diego. Kendrick, Pettit. Probably more than any player I've ever coached, Kendrick's progress from season to season is just one of leaps and bounds. No pun intended, I just put those words in, right? I mean it. Beginning as a sub, actually he didn't play varsity till 10th grade, right? Right. So we had him as a sub, then we put him on the back line. Then last year we put him on the wing. He earned all tournament and all conference honors. To this year playing striker. And again, I wrote these words before today, being our leading scorer and simply electrifying all watchers in the process, right? His athleticism, his leaping ability, his heading. And through all this, Kendrick has exhibited humble and gracious attitude, and he now serves as a senior captain for this year's squad. He's the one that raises his hand and says, guys, it's all about humility here, right? And and I just want to say it's been a true joy coaching you over the years. Your regard for me, your friendship with me, it's just been a wonderful blessing. I've known Kendrick. He's one of many I've known since you're a little guy, right? So let's have a big round of applause for Kendrick playing at the senior. Sam Smith. My ongoing joke with Sam is that he and I are going to hang out when we get to heaven, and we're going to run around and be mischievous, or as you guys say, cheeky. To me, Sam is at different times a South African rugby player, a Southern California beach bum in the sun, a 1980s boy band singer, and an award-winning documentary filmmaker. And I mean that. It's just such a joy to see the gifts and the talents of this young man. But really, Sam is another senior who's just gotten better and better and better since his freshman year. And again, I just don't know of any squad I've had for 4 years where the progress has been so noticeable. These last years, Sam has been a pillar, a rock on our defensive back line, marked by fearless, aggressive, physical style of play. And I'm even going to say bone crunching, right? Was it against Macca last year? He comes off with a broken arm. And his mother's tough, too. Ashley just sat in her chair like, okay. Right. And what happened because of one man's injury, Sam's injury, it really, as a coach, it knocked the whole lineup out of whack. I had to move, I think, 3 different other people to compensate, just to show the impact that he has. He regularly contributes to our team meetings, valuable insights, critiques, and observations. And this year especially, as a senior captain, you probably heard it yourself, his vocal leadership has been absolutely invaluable on the field. And I've had the honor to have Sam as a counselor in history camp. I see him in the classroom every day. I come to him with my tech needs. And Sam, again, just as a brother and a friend, you've been a wonderful blessing to me. So let's have a big round of applause for Sam Smith. Luke Story! My running joke with Luke is on any given day he's wearing 3/4 of the clothes I've given him, from socks to pants to shin guards to whatever. Right, it is. Luke is the only captain who is currently serving his 2nd year in the position. And believe me, we take our captaincy seriously in this program. He's also the only player on the entire team who is a 4-year starter, having literally played every position on the field from goalkeeper, backline, midfield, and forward. I know it's true, I wrote it. He has earned all conference and all tournament honors, and I'll never forget, and anyone that was there with last year's New Life tournament, he scored a hat trick, he scored 3 goals literally in a matter of minutes, right? You guys remember that? Under 5 minutes, he tells me. He's his own press agent. This year, Lucas, I call him our pit bull in the middle, frustrating the opponent's offensive runs, and he's really such a key part of our entire team. And I really do believe today's performance really could have been his best. If you noticed, the other team didn't have the ball but 2.5 seconds, and Big Luke Story was all over them, wrecking like a wrecking ball. And his humility is shown in that he will play whatever position best serves the team. And I mean that. I've asked him at different times to do different things, and he's like, got it, coach, got it. his leadership, his commitment to the game, and his knowledge of the game has helped this team greatly over the years. And again, personally, Luke, you've been a real blessing and friend to me over the years. Let's hear it for Luke Stoll. Johan Varela. Oh, yeah. Johan also has been with the boys varsity program since his freshman year, and Johan also has played many positions, not goalkeeper, but backline, midfield, and forward. And over the years, Johan's dedication and hard work for boys varsity soccer has really been top tier, documenting his off-season conditioning, playing in the indoor winter league, coming to summer training sessions. It's like, I know he'll be there. I know it. Johan has worked hard on his personal development. He has a fine touch and a wicked left foot. And for those that saw it, Johan was just a hair away from scoring a hat trick this past weekend. And I must also add to those that know Johan, he really is a true gentleman. He's an insightful student, and by far he's always the best dressed guy at the Christmas banquet. Which isn't hard with this group, right? Let's honor Johan with a big round of applause. Carson Wentz.
Coach, good to see you.
Carson is such a massive, intimidating, muscular presence that he and I have agreed that he will serve as the only team captain in the playoffs so that he can instill fear into our opponent's captains at the coin toss. We've been wanting to do this for years. I've been asking him to bulk up, and I think he's mad at me. Carson's enthusiasm, hard work, fun-loving spirit, and endless silliness has been a real blessing to this team over the years. And a personal highlight was the JV game 2 years ago. Oh my, who was at that JV game? Yeah. I don't know who we were playing, but it was kind of cool because the varsity was taking a break that day. They were actually on the sideline. And Carson scores a goal. I think he stole it from Jaden, but he scored a goal, right? And you know, my heart leapt. I was so happy for him. And then the seniors come over after the game. They're tossing you up in the air like, you know, you're in the World Cup. And I was just so happy for you in that, Carson. And yet, a personal highlight I have with you, I don't know if it's this last retreat or two retreats ago at the high school retreat in a prayer time. I just sat down one-on-one with Carson and had a time of good, open-hearted prayer. And that blessed me, and I thank you for that. So Carson, I really do thank you. And as you guys know, he goes into the woods and come back with 18 soccer balls, going back to 1997 and the like, right? He's got the knack. So thank you. You've been a blessing to me and this team, and I'm so glad you're part of the program. Let's hear it for Carson. All right, before we dismiss, there's one other senior I'd like to call up here. Michael Combs, get up here. Get up here. Get up here. Michael played his 9th grade year, as did a lot of the guys here. And Michael had a very hard 9th grade year. He had some severe foot problems. And he was out here as much as he could, but regularly had to say, "Coach, I'm hurting, Coach. I'm talking to my parents, Coach, we're seeing a doctor." And again, it's almost like, you know, the dad in you just feel bad for the kid. And he came back in his 10th grade year, and he was gung-ho. He was on the team. He was a part of it. And he didn't play last year, and in a sense, I understand. I do. But he came to me this year and said, "Can I manage?" And I said, "Of course. You really never left the team." So I just want to take a second to honor you. And he's a great manager. You know, I mean, he knows the drill, literally. Okay? So we love you, Mike, and we thank you. And let's get a big round of applause. thank you all for the support. It does mean a lot. And what we're looking at now is we have our final game on Monday away at WCA. It's a non-conference game. And then the playoffs, the MIAC tournament starts the following week. Is that correct? Right. So we have one game next week, and then we'll get in a sense a break from games. And I will say this, to the parents, and I'm indebted to Ed Stockton for this. These boys condition like Navy SEALs, and we have one free day. We're conditioning. We're running 2 miles. We're running 440s and 220s, and in a sense, it's made them who they are as a team, physically and mentally. So I'm very proud of them for that. But yeah, come out and join us again. We're obviously having a wild ride. God is blessing us in an exceptional way, and things are coming together, and it's a real blessing. So if I could just end with a prayer, would that be okay? First of all, let's hear it for Jen Brewer. God bless her for all the work she's doing. Yeah. Well, Father, the verse we've been saying all year is not to us, O Lord, not to us, but to your name give glory. And what do we have that we have not received? All is a gift. And Jesus talks at the parable of the talents, and the lesson is very clear. And Lord, I thank you that these young men, although they are talented to different degrees, they've taken their talent, they've invested it and grown it. And we just say thank you that we even have a season, that something special is at work here, and we just want to give you the glory. And I just pray your blessing on the parents as well, and the rest of the season and the semester. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, guys, thanks so much. Yep. God bless you. And varsity, let's debrief really quick. Okay, we'll keep it short and sweet. Great.